Here we are. These are what we are going to learn today. From here, what's present perfect continuous, why you use present perfect continuous, how we write present perfect continuous, and what markers are there that give us the idea that we have to write in present perfect. Number one, present perfect continuous is also called present perfect progressive. uh, Present perfect progressive. Continuous and progressive means the same thing. They are actually synonymous words. So if you hear the word progressive, don't panic because it means the same thing. So present perfect continuous and present perfect progressive is actually a verb tense which show that an action started in the past and has continued up to the present moment. So the action started in the past and it continued till now. All right. In the past it started, but it did not finish that time. It still continued, and even now, as we are speaking about it, it emphasizes on duration and amount of time. That's why we use the words since and for. Okay, because it emphasizes on duration and amount of time. I'm going to repeat myself. Present perfect continuous or present perfect progressive is a verb tense that show an action started in the past and has continued up to the present moment. It emphasizes duration or amount of time. Next, you can see here we use present perfect continuous to express that something in the past started and continued in the present. That is what the definition says. Here you have an example. You can see right here. We have been studying Foundation English since July 5, 2020. So if you notice, that's true. We started our English class on 5th of July and we are still in here. We haven't finished it. Have we finished it? No. So that's the reason we have used the word since for it. We started but we did not finish. It's not done. But if you want to talk about it in periods, in durations, you can also do that. You can use the word for it. We have been studying English for 2 weeks. So for 2 weeks gives you the idea how long. 2 weeks, 7 days each, so 14 days. You see, we are talking about a period of time. Now, how do we write present perfect continuous? I'll talk about it in So here we are. How do we write in present perfect continuous tense? Present perfect continuous tense is formed with has and have, and after that you need the perfect form of be. I hope you remember, in present we have is, am, and are, correct? And in past we have was, right? And were in the past tense. But in present perfect we use the being form. This is the present perfect form, the past participle form, and after that we use the present form of the verb with ing. Okay, so if you look here, I have been singing. Do you have I have been first form of the verb with ing? But when you use the words or subjects like he, she, it, then you have to be careful. You have to use has. So she has been writing. That is how you write present perfect continuous tense. They have been watching. Okay, so this is how we write in present perfect continuous. As for third person singular subjects, have for all the other subjects, I, we, they, you, and then we need the word been. Without been, it won't be a present perfect. We use the first form of verb with ing. Okay? Now, we use since and for in present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Talk about how long an activity or an action has taken place. Let's find out more. So here we are, you can see right here, for means action started and action finished. It's a period of time. But if you look at the since, it started, but it is still continuing till now. It did not finish. It's a point when it started, a period when it finished. So if you see here, 10 years, it's a long time. 15 minutes is a long period. 9 months, again, 20 years is also there. But look at this one, rest of my life. This is an expression which is not a time phrase, but it refers to time. Rest of my life means the time left in my life. Okay? I don't know when I will breathe my last, but from today till the day I die, it's a period of time. Okay? So that's why we need for this. But look at this one, you have what you call since. For since you have last Tuesday, last January and 2001, the Middle Ages, 6:30. Okay? So the point is, this is a point of time which is still on and did not finish, and we use since for that. I want you to know one more thing. Look at this here. Years with S, minutes with S, months with S, and years with S again. So this is also used for countable time. Remember, okay? This is for countable time, for. And since you don't have S, you don't have S anywhere, okay? So this is uncountable time. So you will use since with time that you cannot count, starting point. You will use for to refer to period of time or time that you can count in present perfect. So here is an example for you. You can see I have played the piano since 2000. So that means I started in 2000, and even today I'm playing piano. But I have played piano for 5 years. So I started maybe time before now, maybe 2015. If you calculate from 15 to today, it's actually 2020, that means 5 years. So I have played piano for period of time since starting. And this is in present perfect tense. You can also use I have been, okay, playing, present perfect continuous. Use present perfect continuous and present perfect tense with and for. Okay? Now there is one more word that you need to be introduced to, that is ego. Ego is never used with present perfect tense. Ego is used with past tense always, simple past tense. But you can use for and since with what you call past tense as well. I'm going to show you. I taught for 2 hours. How many hours I taught? 2 hours. Period of time. Okay? It's a period of time. And look at this. This is in simple past. All the above. I taught English since 8. That means I started and it's not finished. But the problem here is, look, taught. Taught means a past action, and a past action means it's a simple past. That means the action is complete. You have an action which is complete, but you have the word since that refers to a time which is in continuation. So this sentence is grammatically not correct. Okay, so you don't use The word since in simple past, you use for in simple past, and you use ago in simple past. But notice one thing, I taught English 2 hours ago. The word ago goes always at the end of a sentence, not in the middle or not before the time words. But look, for goes before the time word. So for 2 hours before the period. Ago goes after the period. Okay, at the end of the sentence. But since is always used in present perfect and present perfect continuous, not in simple.